this is one of the best tonneau covers you've never heard of, and today we're going to go over everything that you should know before you try to make an informed decision about whether you want to buy one. This is a very, very unique product, and I was pretty shocked when I first saw the product, and we decided to give it a try for our company here, and it's been pretty shocking. It is a little slow. When it's down, it looks like a completely standard tonneau cover, and when it's up, it's a full-blown cap, and you can walk into the thing, you can store stuff, you can put tall stuff in, it's waterproof, it's a full-blown cap. It does look a little dorky from the outside. It just looks like something just popped up that wasn't supposed to or something. It just looks like it should be down, and it's up, like honestly. But it's great. It really is good. And these get very, very taut. And so at least it's a clean look. It's not like a wrinkled tarp look. And it does get tight every single time. And even if the motors wear out just a little bit, it'll never have a problem with that because of the physics of how this works. So basically when it goes down, the hydraulic pulls on here and it creates it's like hinged, so it creates like a V. So when it first starts going up, it goes up quicker, and towards the end, it goes up slower. So essentially what happens is it gears down, and so it makes it really, really tight at the end. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's true, trust me. So I'm gonna go over some more of the highlights, and then toward the end of the video, I'm gonna get to some of the things that might be a drawback and might be a deal breaker for you. But from the start, I'm just gonna say this is a little pricey. In fact, it's a lot pricey. It is between $2,600 and $3,000, depending on the size of your bed, your truck model, and whether you get a window and such like. So it is pricey, but to some people it will be worth the price. And we are going to link this product in the description. So if you want to check it out, check out the link. You punch in your model, and it'll spit out a price for you, and they'll ship the model for you. So some of the best things that we have found, at least for us here. So first of all, you get the look of a normal truck, a normal tonneau cover. It looks good, it's a clean look, and I really do like that. The benefit is that, one of the biggest benefits is that it pops up the whole way, and so number one, you have storage. You have a lot of storage, so we can put like full cabinets in here, and it's waterproof. Second of all, you can get into the truck bed without having to roll back the top, and your stuff stays covered while you work. So for example, sometimes we're at a job all day and we're in and out of the truck bed to grab tools, and so if it's raining, we have to close up the truck and then open it up at the end of the day. Now everybody's going to be screaming at me and telling me that we should just have a cap. We should just have a cap. I understand. If that's what you like, that's fine. We did have a cap in the past, but it does take up a lot of space on the sides, and it just isn't as good of a look, I don't think. And so this is kind of a good in between, and this is cheaper than a normal cap, I'm pretty sure. I actually don't know if it's cheaper than a normal cap, but it probably is, because I think they're probably more than 2,800 bucks. As far as just the normal tonneau cover functionality, it actually is basically identical to a normal tonneau cover when it comes to like storage wise. It really doesn't take up hardly any extra space. It starts right here and it goes up to here, and that's the only space that is taking out. You can go right up to your wheel wells, and underneath there's storage right onto the wheel wells. It's all open, which is actually a really big benefit. So there's also two ways to control this thing. So there's the remote, which is really nice, because with the remote, if you hit the button, it just continuously goes up or continuously goes down. So when you get to the job, or even before when you're on the road, you can just hit the button and it just keeps going up. By the time you get out here, it's the whole way up and ready to go, which is really nice. The other control is right here. So you can just hold the button in and it goes up, hold the button in and it goes down. The power button is on the bottom right here. And then there's also the lights, which is really sweet. However, for the work truck functionality, I ended up just disconnecting them, leaving them off, because for one thing, sometimes they would get left on. Also, this thing was bumping the lights some, and it would turn it on. Maybe it was an install issue, I'm not sure. And then it would drain the battery. But at any rate, we just left it off. But if it would be for personal use, you could take better care of it and whatever, and the lights are really sweet. The other thing is that it does roll back like a normal tonneau cover. So you can hit these, and this flips up around, and then you can roll it up. So there's a couple drawbacks to that. That is not as much like a normal tonneau cover. For one thing, the Velcro wraps around, which makes it more sturdy, but then you just have to go along and peel all that Velcro off before you can roll it back. We never roll it back. We just always crawl into the bed, and that works just fine. That is one drawback for sure. And then also, once you have it rolled back, you do have these support posts, or like whatever, things that go across the top, and there's supposed to be 3 of them. And so you have to pop those out if you want just an open bed. So really, you probably won't end up rolling these up very much. Not great functionality, but it's at least there if you really want that. There is a window here. I do think you have to add the window. That's an extra charge. I don't know what it is exactly. There's a window here, and then there's also a window in this as well, so you can see through it for backing up or whatever, which is nice that they at least offer this. When it comes to just the overall feel of the structure and how it seems to be holding up, it seems to really be holding up well. I think they did a really good job in building this. So I mentioned earlier the physics of this getting tight every single time. If you understand that, you do, but that is good thinking there on their part, rather than just doing hydraulic straight up or something of that nature. This works far better, and then they do have the brackets there that keep everything taut in the middle. And overall, it just seems very, very sturdy. Once it's up or once it's down, it just, everything's solid. These bolt to the sides, and everything is just held in place. I would recommend siliconing everything before you drop it in. That's part of the install process, and we didn't do it at first, and it definitely leaked a lot of water. Once we got that in, it seems to be waterproof. So definitely silicone it very, very well, and it'll just keep everything in place and waterproof it. As far as the cons of this product, I already mentioned the price. Other than that, there's no like major serious drawbacks to just the overall product and what you're expecting versus what you'll get. I already mentioned it is hard to roll back. The other thing is the lighting does seem to be a little bit flimsy, but like I said, if you're a homeowner, you're probably gonna be fine. Otherwise, it might get busted up. It's not the greatest lighting I've ever seen. We do have a rip right here, and I think that's from the arms pinching it. And so when you put this thing down, you have to tuck it in. I'll show you how to do that a little bit later. The waterproofing I already mentioned, but if it's silicone really, really well, it does seem to be completely waterproof, and that wasn't an issue after we silicone it. But like I said, do want to be sure you silicone it when you install the product. The other drawback is that it is very, at least we found it to be pretty difficult to install. Just kind of tricky, just working through it, getting everything together. You really have to do the right steps at the right time, and it's a little bit confusing, a little bit of a process, and you're going to want a couple people. I do believe they have they can install it for you. I don't know exactly how that works or what there is there, but I think they have dealers maybe where you can go and get it installed. Not exactly sure, but you might have a little bit of a hassle with that, but it's doable. You just have to take your time with it and figure it's gonna take a little bit of time. You can actually put the cover up and down while you're driving. Like, there's no issue there. They say up to 60 mile per hour or whatever, but no issue there as far as putting it up and down while driving. I don't really know why you would, but you can. The only other thing I do need to show is just how you close it, because you don't just close it. It is very easy, but you have to kind of know what to do. So you can clip this gate up top here. I usually just leave it up top and then just let it hang here. So the best way to do it is just hit the down button. And like I said, it's a little slow, especially at first because of the physics of it. It just takes, once these arms get further in, it speeds up. But it does take quite a bit of time to get it down. So once you get it to about 3 to 4 inches, I usually just stop it. And this is really the only thing you need to know about closing it. You just want to go around and just tuck this in a little bit. So you just tuck it in, and if you can kind of wrap it around a little bit and keep it out of those arms, that's good. But it's very basic. You just got to tuck it down. You just take your fingers like that and just tuck it down. Like I said, at about the 3 to 4 inch mark. You don't have to do it, but it just looks better if you do that. And then you finish the going down process. Seals up really tight. Just looks like a standard tonneau cover. And then I usually just let this dangle here, and it just closes right up. And now it looks like a completely normal tonneau cover. Absolutely kind of mind-blowing, honestly. Just the functionality of everything. And overall, we have been very happy. If you have any questions at all about anything, just comment, and we'll try to answer the best we can. We do have a fair amount of experience with it, so we'll be able to answer any question you got. It does have a warranty on it. I think a 1-year warranty. So like the rip in that one side, we can get a panel to replace that, and they seem to be very good about their warranty. And yeah, so very good customer service. It's not a huge company, and so there's a very, very good customer service. You can easily contact them as well with any questions you have. So like I said, link in the description if you want to check it out. Click on the link, punch in your truck model, and you can order the product. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you later.